Welcome to the Forsyth Magazines podcast. I'm Brooke Eagle, your host, bringing you the stories of the people shaping our community. From business owners to local leaders, we'll explore their journeys, passions, and lessons learned. Let's dive in. Hey guys, I am sitting down with a dear friend of mine, Debbie Shough. She is the owner of Etc. Consignment Shoppe, and they are celebrating 30 years this year. Hey Debbie.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm so good. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
It has been a long time.
Yeah. So Debbie and I have known each other for quite some time, and we were talking before we started recording, and I was like, no. I just want you to say this when we record. So when did we first meet?
Got to know each other when your mom did the original article about Etc. in September of 2010.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you were just a baby.
A little baby, a little 20-year-old baby. And then we started running together. Yeah, back, I used to run a lot.
Oh, me too.
Do you still run?
No.
Yeah, no.
I wish I did.
We would get up so early.
Yeah. In the dark.
Run in the dark.
I'm a vampire. I like to run in the dark.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That seems like a lifetime ago. I can't even imagine getting up at 5 a.m.
Well, I do get up at 5 a.m., but I don't run. I wish.
I can't imagine running.
Oof. And we would run far.
Oh, yeah.
Like 5
to 6 miles was just like a
normal
warm up. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Like, because we did marathon training, we would do like 20 milers.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't for sure not do that right now.
That was part of that original article, was the 3 things that my niece had asked me a question about. What were 3 things that I wanted to do? And one was read the Bible in a year. The second one was run a marathon. And then the third one was to go to Africa.
And so that's when I know you've done 2 out of the 3. Have you read the Bible?
I have not the entire Bible. I do read the Bible, but I haven't read it from front to back.
Well, 2 for 3. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll work on the other.
You've been to Africa quite a few times. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I originally went on a mission trip as an empty nester and met my daughter, Edith. And to much surprise, I had a gentleman on the trip with us when he said, why don't you just adopt her? And he said to me, his name is Jack, he said to me, I said, I'm too old. We're too old. And he said, when you were turning cartwheels in the street yesterday, did you feel too old? And that just sort of resonated with me. And I came home and talked to Steve, and he thought I had lost my mind. And we eventually decided that Christmas that it would be something that we would like to pursue. Mm-hmm. Our oldest was in college, and he also thought we had gone crazy, or at least Mom had. And so then we started the process, and we adopted Edith and her biological brother, Derek, 6 months later.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they were home
in June. How old were Edith and Derek when you adopted them?
Edith was 4 and Derek was 2.
Oh, my goodness.
And they
now
are 18 and 16.
Geez, that is crazy.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
What was and I want to talk about Etc., of course, too, but I just love Edith and Derek. What is like something that was just unexpected from that experience? That I'm sure there was a million things, but the first thing that comes to mind.
Probably the way it changed me. I had to do some real, adoption is just many layers of many things. And I think I thought I knew myself, but it wasn't until I brought the kids home that I had to really come face to face with things that I needed to deal with myself in order to be able to parent them in their trauma. So it's been quite a journey.
Yeah. Well, and it's so special to me how Steve, I'm sure he had a little bit of like, oh my gosh, Debbie's crazy. But he really did seem, from outsider's perspective, to really just jump in and be like, okay.
We had to. And he's been great. I mean, I don't know what I would have done without him. I mean, he's a huge help and has been able to do things as a dad that he didn't get to do with Josh because he was working, an 8 to 5 job. And now that we're working together, we have some more freedom. And I'll never forget him saying one time, I was so excited I got to go buy a pair of shoes with Derek. I never went shoe shopping with Josh. So it was always a mom thing. So he's got to participate in ways that he didn't get to before. And it's been awesome to see.
Oh, my gosh. I love that. So back to Etc.
Okay.
30 years. That's just like miraculous. I'm sure you've seen, and I know I've seen lots of consignment shops come and go over 30 years. What do you think is your kind of, not yours, I know you have a fabulous team around you, but what's the secret to staying relevant in the consignment world?
I think it's just our personal relationships, quite honestly. People ask me all the time, why don't you open a second one or a third one or do a franchise? But to me, it waters down really what we're about. Whether or not you believe in divine intervention or not, I certainly do. I feel like every person that has worked there and works there now is there for a reason. And their life experiences, their past work experiences, shows in how they relate to customers. And there will be a special person that will come in for each one of them individually and be able to make an impact on them and vice versa. I mean, the customers make a huge impact on us as well. But I just think our personal relationships with them.
Yeah.
The first 9 years, it was just really 3 or 4 of us. And so we were able to really get to know people. And I'm still seeing people that we had a family in the other day that the mom had been a consignor and shopper at the old store. I'd watched her daughter grow up, and she was there with her 2 kids.
Oh.
And it's really special to see when you think, wow, I remember you when your mom was pregnant with you.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're still showing up is just amazing. It's been really humbling, quite honestly. Well, and a little more emotional than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Well, it's been so sweet. I thought that I was pleasantly surprised to hear that you're doing it yourself, but the throwback pictures that you're doing on social media, Debbie's just a jack of all trades, but it's been fun to look at them. So she's been doing a picture a day this month of just
We're on
old
day 10 today.
Yeah, of old pictures from the last 30 years. And it's just so fun to look back at.
Keep in mind, those were photographs. I'm looking through
actual photographs,
photo albums to get those. So a lot of them have aged so much I can't use them, but it's just been really neat to see it myself.
Not you though. You like literally look the same.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think so.
Years ago.
No, you do for sure not. But it's just been so neat to see where it's come from.
Yeah.
And I remember that little store very, very clearly.
Yeah. So I guess I kind of knew you had a store before Jonestown, but so tell us about a little bit of just the brief history of the store over the years.
We opened it. First of all, I said to my mom, I'd like to open a consignment store and do maternity and kids. And thank goodness I didn't just do maternity and kids. But she opened a store a year before mine in Winchester, Virginia. And we went, okay, I think we can do this. And so with a $10,000 loan from my parents, which I paid back every penny and then some, we opened the store. And I had no clue what I was doing. If I had known then what I know now, I would have never done it. I would have been terrified. I don't really have any business experience.
Because you were a mom when you started.
I was working, but my background is in interior design. It's not in really business. And it's just, had I known, people say, oh, did you have any ideas? Was this the plan? And it absolutely was not. I mean, we started out in 3,000 square feet and 9 years later moved to Jonestown, and it was just 6,000 at the time. And then we expanded several years after that, an additional 2,000 and then an additional 2,000. So now we have most of that building, which is 14,000 square feet. But no, had I known, I would have been terrified. I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
So we all just learned and grew together. We didn't even have a computer when we started.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't remember that. You wouldn't remember that part, but we did.
Brooke, that actually used to be a thing.
Yes, it was. We did things by
computers.
hand.
You
we
wrote down
the
the
tickets.
receipts.
We wrote down the items that they brought in on pieces of paper, and
it
was
goodness.
quite a job. But after 4 or 5 years, I think, is when we got our computer system. So now I can't imagine. I mean, we're thousands of pieces a day, so I would never be able to keep up with it.
Thousands of pieces a day. Oh, that is insane.
Yeah.
What are, do you have any employees that have been with you for like the whole time or most of the time?
I have one that is still with me that's been with me since day one. The second one just retired this past December.
Oh my goodness.
And then it was Cheryl, and then Tia is retiring this December.
No.
So I'm going to lose both of my original ones, which has just been heartbreaking but expected. I mean, 30 years is a long time.
Yeah.
But they are my history. I have several that have been there 20, 24, 15, 10. We don't have a whole lot of turnover, and if they stay, they tend to stay for many, many years, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But
well, that says a lot about you as a business owner.
But having that history with the two of them has just been priceless. You know, I can go back and go, remember this, or do you? And so they're my history. So it's been probably part of the emotional part of all this is that I see things changing, and that's okay. It's supposed to. But both of them, will leave a huge hole when Tia's gone for sure. And
I'm sure they will continue to come and stop by and do some
I just
shopping.
saw Cheryl yesterday. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that. So what has anything like really truly just stayed the same the whole 30 years? Like the color price tags or Anything like that that's like really worked well and you've stuck with it the whole time?
We change all the time.
Yeah, you have
because
to.
we try to figure out what makes us most effective and help us to work better. But yet then there are just some very sound things that are the same. The length of time things stay, the discount board, just the general work rules about how we want to treat customers. All of that has stayed the same. The ability for people to shop and see things now is so different than it used to be. I find that the girls that are inventorying have to look up more than they've ever had to look up because there's so many more avenues for people to either sell things. And it's great that we can look it up because then we kind of know how to price things.
Yeah.
But that's been the biggest change is just having to stay on top of the other resale markets and all the options that people have to shop.
Yeah.
So,
well, and like pricing things has got to be so challenging because I know you can Google stuff. Like we were at the lake a couple weekends ago Googling Beanie Babies and we're like, oh my gosh, this one is going for $2,500. And they're like, oh yeah, they posted it for $2,500, but is anybody going to buy it for $2,500? Probably not.
If we're checking online for what something has sold for, then you always have to kind of go into, especially on eBay, the sold, what did it really sell for?
Not
because
the
it
list
doesn't matter
price.
how much people ask for it. It's really what, only what what someone will pay for it. But they do have to look up a whole lot of stuff and brands. There are brands that used to be, just 100, and now we've got thousands in the computer, and there's some every day that I've never even seen. So
oh my gosh,
that's kind of
overwhelming.
It is a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our history with what we know we can sell things for is a huge thing. So
yeah,
just being familiar.
What comes to mind? I'm sure there's been some crazy things that have sold in the store, but what is something that you're like, oh my gosh, this was insane that this sold in the store? Like something that was just very rare, or unique, or expensive, or...
That's a hard question because I don't even know. I'm trying to think that I know we say all the time, oh, I've never seen this. Oh, I've never, every day we say it. But since we've been selling online, it's the most random things that sell online is what is shocking to me. We can ship a pair of universal thread tennis shoes to California or a pair of Hanes men's underwear to Utah. And you go, wow, Hanes men's underwear? They're new in a package, but still the randomness of what sales online is probably the most mind-blowing.
Yeah. I don't think I even realized that you guys sold things online.
We do.
When did you start that?
Our website started right after COVID. Because when we were closed for 2 months for COVID, we realized we didn't have a way to really reach our market. And so we came back immediately and started a website. And probably 90% of anything that's not clothing is on the website. Clothing, because of the volume that we get, it's really a small fraction, but we try to put things that at least let people know we carry all price ranges and all sizes. And we sell on Shopify online, do local pickup a lot.
Okay.
And then we also have the ability to put our items on eBay as well. Huh. And so when an item sells, it goes directly into the consignor's account, just like it would if they sold it in the store. So, there are some people that come in and go, oh, I saw this on the website, so I wanted to come in and try it on. And then there are others that weekly are buying things and just do local pickup. So it's been a whole separate store.
Yeah.
But it's been exciting to watch and to see it grow.
I feel like with as many things that get consigned at your store that you could almost just like keep on hiring people and keep on hiring.
It's a whole separate sort of staff. And that's kind of hard because, I say to them all the time, you have to think about how quickly you're taking a picture because we want the website to look good. And yet we've got to get it out because 9 times out of 10, it can sell in the store before we really even get it on there. So
that's
you have
so
to kind
overwhelming
of think
logistically.
about how quickly it's going to sell in the store.
Yeah.
I mean, most of our business is walking through the front door, and I think that's pretty rare now.
Yeah, for sure it is.
For sure, the people that are walking in are definitely
and it
the
is.
bread and butter.
She is not lying. I took some of my dining room furniture because I was redoing my dining room, and it was jam-packed full of people in there. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was crazy.
I think that's probably been the most emotional part of this for me. I don't feel like I've worked 30 years, and I gauge it visually by Josh because he was in kindergarten and now he's 36. But that's how I kind of gauge how long it's been. But people come in there and say stuff all the time about how the store has affected them or how someone that works there has affected them. And that part has made it so amazing.
Yeah.
And those people are still coming. I mean, it's been this whole month, I think I've cried every day.
Oh.
It's just so honoring to know that the store is making an impact.
It is.
And that my team is making an impact.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you
That's
should
the
be
most
so proud of
wonderful
that.
part.
That's amazing.
I am, and I'm proud of them.
And it's
They all work really
so
hard.
cool. I think you're also unique in so many ways, but in that your store carries children's, women's, men's, and home decor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you literally can get anything in there.
You can, and we try to, we'll think, okay, well, this particular product doesn't sell as well as other things, but yet we want somebody to be able to come in and bring any and everything that they have, except for, washing machines. We've had people ask us about that. Car tires, none of that stuff. But it's nice that people can come and just bring everything, and they don't have to worry about going somewhere else for their men's things or kids' things or home items. So,
well, and I think it's exciting to me that your business in particular, I think, is going to continue to grow because the trend right now is thrifting,
right,
and is not fast fashion and buying new all the time. It's trying to, be, thank goodness, people are finally jumping on board with being environmentally friendly.
Right. And we want people to buy new, obviously. I mean, we have to get it.
For sure.
But no, I mean, the recycling. And we see more men shoppers now than we've ever seen without wives. Oftentimes the man would come in and sit down, his wife would, show him things. Now men are coming in
all
by themselves.
Wow.
Big boys and shopping. And that's exciting to see, is that they're, coming in and shopping. Younger kids. It's just college age students. We'd love a few more of those. I would say between 35 and 80 is really our market, but we would love some young college students, but they're beginning to trickle in too.
Yeah. So. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah, and I think for me, it's reminding me that I need to come do some shopping in there too. But it's like, you're going to find good stuff because you guys are particular of what you pick. So you're not like rummaging through a bunch of junk because there's nothing worse.
We try to be. I mean, obviously we're looking at thousands of pieces a day, and we're going to miss things every now and then. But we also have to be aware of what a shopper wants, and that's a really fine line when you're being a consignor. If you're a consignor and a shopper, then it sometimes makes sense. But if you're just a consignor, at times it doesn't make sense. And something else that people don't think about is that we take consignments from all types of people, and sometimes someone's best things is someone else's worst thing. And so
that's that one man's trash is another man's treasure.
That's right. That's right.
And so it's hard to, they'll say, well, I see things, but everybody's items are different, and every person is different. So we have to just kind of gauge each person individually.
Yeah. What is that process? I know it's very clear on your website and social media, but what is the consign process?
On Mondays, I'm going to see if I can get this right myself. On Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and Saturdays, they can make an appointment to come in for a consignment. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, did I say Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays are our drop and run days.
Oh, okay.
And that's for an established consignor. They can come in, they bring their items in, they get a particular size box that they put their things in. We go through them at a later point, and then we donate whatever we can't sell. Mm-hmm. So it's great for someone that's in a hurry. They want to drop their stuff off, and they're not going to take back what we don't sell. If they want to take with them what doesn't sell, then they need to do either an appointment or a walk-in Wednesday, which is first come, first serve. Mm-hmm. There is always a wait.
Yeah.
We take them from 10. You have to be checked in by 1:45. And it's crazy business, but it's a way for us to get a lot of people in and go through their things as a live consignment.
Yeah.
So that's probably the
I
best
personally
way.
love the drop and run because once I have that stuff, it's not coming back with me. It's not coming back in my car. It's not, no, you can have it.
Well, we took, I think, 130 drop and runs yesterday. So if you think on an average, our Tuesday, Thursdays,
where
and
do
Saturdays.
the donations typically go?
Our home items generally all go to Green Nest.
Okay. I love Green Nest.
Yeah, I do too. It's an amazing organization. We donate to Ardmore Methodist. They have a homeless organization that they work with or do. City Lights, Alpha Pregnancy, Dream Center. There are lots.
Wow, I love that.
Well, I much prefer that they go to a specific, mission. When we donate.
If somebody's listening and they are like a part of a nonprofit that could use some donations like that, can they reach out to you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll take as many names as we can get. The only thing that's really important is that they have the ability to come pick up when it's time.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the room, and sometimes I don't think they realize the volume.
Yeah.
And so they just need to be able to have somebody that can come and get it out of our way when it's time.
Well, and it has to be extra rewarding for you that you're running this very successful business, but also making such an impact with these donations. That's awesome.
It is. I mean, I would much rather give to a specific mission always.
Yeah.
What we can't sell.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
Your passion is just contagious for your community, for helping other people, and it's very inspiring.
Thank you.
So what are y'all doing big for your 30th anniversary?
We started to sell today.
Okay.
And our board looks like our board did in 1995. So our discount,
cool.
are a little different.
Yeah.
Tomorrow and Friday, we're doing drawings for gift cards. We're giving out 3 $100 gift cards. And then on Saturday is our big birthday day, which is also my birthday. It was kind of an accident that we opened on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wait, so you opened the store on your birthday?
I did.
I did not know
that.
that.
I was supposed to open the week before, but I injured my thumb with a pair of scissors, and so we had to delay it a week, and so therefore it opened on my birthday, my 31st
gosh.
birthday. So
I love that.
I'll be 61 on Saturday, so we're having a birthday for the store, really. But that's sort of how I celebrate mine every year is with the store.
Oh my gosh!
And we're going to have cake and food and drinks and a big sale. So it'll be a lot of fun.
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
So last question before we wrap things up, what do you see the future for Etc. Consignment Shoppe?
I just want us to keep doing good.
Yeah.
I can't say I want us to keep growing in size. I like the size we are. It's manageable.
And bigger is not always better.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But I just want us to keep making an impact and helping others. I mean, that's what we do is just a byproduct of what we're about.
Oh, I love that.
And I think that's where we continue to have people that come in and want to be with us because of who we are and what we do for them and what they do for us.
Mm-hmm. And I just love Debbie so much because when she says that, she means it with her whole heart.
I do. Yeah.
Not that other people don't, but she just really, you can just tell.
Well, we'll have people that come in, and 2 in particular that I know that have lost children, and they come in and they'll say to us, this is where I come when I want to feel happy. And to think that, and I say to the girls all the time, wow, guys, think about this. I mean, our just working is making someone feel happy, and the store is making them feel that way. And to me, that's just, I can't even express how that makes me feel. We're doing something right if that makes people feel that way.
Yeah. What advice would you give to somebody who is considering starting a new business? Just somebody that's 31 years old like you were.
Be ready to work your butt off.
Yeah.
I work pretty much full time still. I love it, but I want to be there and I want to be a part of it. And it's been the hardest but most rewarding. But be ready to work hard.
Yeah. Good advice.
Yeah.
I like it. So, Debbie, how can we find you guys on social media? And then what's also the physical store address for people who are living under a rock? And
the physical store address is 690 Jonestown.
Yep.
Suite 600, but it's the entire building.
You can't miss
If they turn in there, they cannot miss it. It's at the back of the parking lot. And our website is ETC Consignment Shoppe, and it's SHOPPE.com. And then we're also on Facebook, social media, and TikTok.
And TikTok. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Are you doing the TikToks too?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But just recently, we've had 2 young ladies come in that have done a video in the store, which was completely unwarranted.
I saw one of those.
And it
was
been
so
so
cute.
fun. I know. So that's been neat. We need to do more of those, but it's been neat to see somebody else's thought of what the store looks like in their eyes.
Especially somebody like young in their
and it
in their
attracts
20s.
a whole different market that I can't seem to reach. So yeah, that's been good.
I love it. Well, Debbie, it's such a pleasure to chat with you.
Thank you.
And huge congratulations.
Thank you
Such
very
a
much.
milestone. You should be so proud.
Thank you. I am.
Yeah. And as always, you can find Forsyth Mags on social media at Forsyth Mags. And you can find us online and all of our content online at forsythmags.com. And that is a wrap for today. The views and opinions stated on this podcast are solely those of the contributors and not necessarily those of our distributors or hosting companies. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced without expressed written consent of Forsyth Magazines Incorporated. Whew, that's a mouthful.